Okay, so today we're gonna determine what objects sink or float. So if you don't have a container with water, don't worry, you can do it with me. Make sure you're working on your science notebook. And again, we're gonna determine the properties of sinking and floating. So again, on your page, your science notebook, the last one we work on physical properties. Hopefully you have it. And now we're gonna put page 11, page 12. So sink is hundir and float is flotar. But remember, we had to do science in English. Sink or float. Okay. So right now we're gonna start with some predictions. A prediction is what you think is gonna happen. So prediction. If you think it will sink or you think it will float. And then at the end is the results, okay? Results. Sorry about that. So your prediction about the object. So here we're gonna list the 5 items. And remember, you can do more. And then we can do a picture on left. So first I'm gonna put a cork. It's something, un corcho. But I'm just gonna put cork. And if you don't remember what a cork is, I'm just gonna draw it so you can remember how it looks like. Okay. Now if you think it will sink or float, you're gonna write that. So I think this one will sink. So I'm gonna write sink. That's my prediction. And then what happened? If it sinks or it floats. That's what happens at the end, the results. Okay? I'm gonna skip a line. Remember, you write your own prediction. I'm gonna put number 2. I'm gonna put a penny. A penny is a coin, a copper coin. So I'm gonna put penny. I'm gonna draw it. I'm gonna remember it's 1 cent, 1 centavo. Okay? And then you're gonna write your prediction. If it sinks or float. Okay? Now I'm gonna put number 3. I'm gonna skip a line. Paper clip. Paper clip es una sujeta de papel, and I'm gonna have it. It's plastic. This one's a plastic paper clip. Okay. That reminds me of a metal spoon. So number 4, metal spoon. Una cuchara metal. That's my best spoon. You can do a better spoon, or you don't have to draw it. And this one over here is a plastic spoon. Plastic. Plastico spoon. So I still have it plastic. I'm gonna try. It's the green one. Okay. Don't forget you're writing your prediction. Would it sink? Would it float? At the end is when we write the results. Okay. So this is what happens at the end when we do the experiment. Another thing, if you have, is aluminum. Papel aluminio. So number 6. I'm gonna write aluminium. Yeah, I'm gonna draw it. Okay. Remember, sometimes you're gonna see that on your test, so that's why I added aluminium. Then I'm gonna add a rubber band because it's made out of rubber. I don't know. I actually say we're gonna do 5, but now I'm thinking about it, you can go up to 10. So I'm gonna leave the last 3 by yourself. You can pick 3 different items. It could be plastic or something metal or something with a greater density. Density like weight. But I'm using terminology. So remember to put pause. Make your predictions about those 7 items. You can go up to 10. Remember to make your own prediction. Okay, so whenever you're ready, we're gonna go into the tub, or you can have that, something similar like that, in your house. So right now we're gonna do the cork. We're gonna see if I predicted it was gonna sink. Okay, hopefully you made your own prediction. Make sure you do your predictions before we do the experiment. Okay, that will actually give you the results, yes or no. Remember, predictions can always be right or wrong. So these are the predictions. Okay, sorry about that. These are my items. See? Items in my prediction. Okay? So once I have that, hopefully you make your predictions. I'm gonna go to the experiment part. So we started first with a cord, and I'm gonna see. And I'm gonna move it over here so you can see the back. If you can see it closely, you can see that the cork is not sinking. It's not under the water. It actually stay above the water level. So the cork actually stay floating. It actually floats. So the cork was an item that floats. So I'm gonna go to my results. I was wrong about my prediction, so it's okay. I put an X, I don't erase it. I'm gonna write float. I'm gonna do the penny. Hopefully you could tell. Oh, so that one went under the water level. So again, you see the difference? That was floating. The penny sink. I'm gonna add the paper clip. Hopefully you made the prediction. That one actually sink. So I guess it was out of metal. Oh, metal. Okay. Then I'm gonna add the metal spoon. Definitely sink. I'm gonna add the plastic spoon. Float. Remember it floated in the beginning, but then it started sinking because depending on what happens to the spoon. That's why I want you to be careful, because if you put it like me, upside down, this gotta grab water and then it starts sinking. So it's like a boat, and then you can predict what's going on with the boat. So again, I'm gonna put it again. I had to put it at level. There you go. So it's floating. Make sure plastic usually floats, usually. And then I have the aluminum. So I'm gonna make this one into a ball. See if there's a difference. And I'm gonna make this one just flat. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's still floating. So aluminum floating. I'm gonna add the rubber band. And it floats. Okay, so hopefully you're able to do this at home. If you don't have the cork, don't forget I have a cork. And then notice the difference kind of what materials are made of. Okay, so now in this one on page 11, we're gonna draw a little picture. So that one is my observation. Okay, so in that one I had a container. In fact, I'm gonna draw a kind of like a big square. I'm gonna have some water in there, so I'm gonna need a blue marker. Okay, so once I add the water, if the item step above, it floats. If it stay underneath, it actually sinks. So this is the sinking part, and this is the items that float. Okay, so I'm gonna draw the cork, and I'm gonna label cork. I'm gonna put the paper clip. I guess it was a metal paper clip. I thought it was colored in plastic. See, even I did it incorrect. The aluminum. So I'm gonna label paper clip. Then I'm gonna put aluminum. I'm gonna label. Label is when I put the name. And then I'm gonna put the rubber band, because I'm gonna ask you to draw one more that sinks. Oh, I'm sorry, not the rubber band. Rubber band actually stay up. Oh, now I see underneath. Okay, so the rubber band initially started here. Rubber. But then actually it went down. Okay. The penny. Penny, 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 penny. The penny. Okay. So that's my observation. You can do it on other things, not only mine. And then I want you to see an explanation. I observed, because you did it in the past, so I observed that. Tell me something that you observed. I observed that a penny actually, I don't know, it went under the water level. Or I noticed that, what could be, I noticed that. Notice that something that you notice. Okay, I noticed that the rubber band was floating and then it went underneath. So initially it did float, but then something happened to it. So we can say over time, observation. Okay, look, same thing with aluminum. Sooner or later it's dropping. I guess something's going. Then I want you to think about, remember this spoon, the plastic spoon? What happens when the aluminum gets a little bit of water? It starts getting heavier. I don't know. You can observe more. Remember, just try to do an experiment, but whenever you're working with the water part, make sure you dry your hands, because if you go to your notebook, you're going to get your notebook wet. So again, if you're working with the water, if you have it at home, make sure you dry your hands. So you might want to have a towel, especially in your table, just in case. Remember to keep your space clean, especially your notebook dry. Okay, so again, we're making predictions about the items that will sink or float. Okay, hopefully you make your predictions before you got your results. Don't forget to record them. Okay, thank you.